So this story starts with this guy, Ari. Ari lives in Illinois. He has a lot of problems. He's in debt, he's broke. But instead of doing something about it, he spends time on his hobby. In 2008, things really gets bad for him. He is now $400,000 in debt. Of course, he does not know what to do. At this point, he came up with an idea that he's gonna fake his own debts and then take his insurance policy money. He goes to his wife and tells his wife about his idea. The wife agrees to it, and then he goes out to buy $6 million insurance policy. When he has done that, the next phase of his plan is to look for a person who is his size, that has his weight and his height, and also his complexion, so that when the person dies, everyone will think it's him. He goes to hunt for his victim. He goes to Home Depot and finds a man who looks exactly like him. He tells the man, because the man is a worker in Home Depot, he tells the man, I'm going to pay you double of your salary if you come work with me. The man agrees, and the man told him that he will be coming to his house within some days. He goes and he waits for this man. For 2, 3, 4 days, the man didn't show up. He was so enraged. But anyways, he continues with his plan. He didn't give up. He goes to Home Depot again and finds a young man who is just 20. Then he tells this young man, I'm going to pay you double of your salary if you come work with me. The young man agrees and told him he will be visiting his shop, his workshop, in few days' time. Within few days, this young man comes knocking on his door. He welcomes him. He serves him drinks. And then he tells him, I'm going to take you to my garage and show you some things that we need to work on. The young man agrees and follows him to the garage. On getting there, he hits him with a big club. He loses balance. He falls down. He kept on hitting him until he passed out. And then he removed his dress, the young man's dress, and wore the young man's dress, and then put his own dress on him and put his wallet in his pocket and placed him under a car in the garage. When he has done that, he removed the jack from the car, and unfortunately, the car crushed this young man. And then he sprayed gasoline around the garage and lit the garage on fire, and then runs away with this young man's car. At this point, the wife calls the fire department to come and put out the fire in her house, that her garage is on fire. When the fire department came, they put out the fire and saw a man under the car, and she was crying that it's her husband. They checked the wallet, the ID, and everything belongs to Ari. The clothes belongs to Ari. So everyone thought Harry is dead. Then they took this young boy to a medical examiner who will really find out if truly this is Harry, because the body was really burnt. Okay? But when the examiner was examining this body, he noticed that this body actually belongs to a younger person of about 20 years and not, an older person of about 40 years. So he calls the attention of the police, and then when they got his dental records, okay, they went to go and match it with Harry's dental record and noticed that that was not Harry. While all this was going on, the mom of this young man has already reported her son missing. Okay, and when they got his DNA and matched with the mom's DNA, they in fact found out that this is her son. Okay, and while all this were going on, this Harry ran away with this boy's car, this young man's car who is dead now, and drove all the way from Illinois to Missouri and lodged in a hotel. Okay, so when they now noticed that, okay, this is the boy that the mom was looking for, they started looking for his car. They spread the news, and when the police in Missouri spotted this particular car in a parking lot in front of a hotel, they went to the hotel to ask the clerk of the person that parked the car, and the clerk pointed the room where the person lodged. They went there and started knocking for Harry to come out. He noticed that it was the police. He refused to open the door. They kept on knocking. He refused to open the door. When he now finds out that he cannot do anything about this thing, he brought out a gun that he came with, and then he unalived himself. But his wife was not charged because police did not find enough evidence to charge her.